Welcome to On The Bit. I'm Dave from Dream Thoroughbreds, and with me is Lenny from Bluegrass Bloodstock. How are you, Lenny?
Good, Dave.
That's good, mate. A couple of winners last week, but pretty skinny value, a bit more value this weekend.
Yes, you just got to find it.
That's right, yep. 3 Group 1s for the weekend, and we're at Caulfield this week, and first up is the $1 million Group 1 Blue Diamond Stakes for 2-year-olds, mate, over 1,200 metres. A very exciting edition of this race, mate. Who do you like?
Dave, well, I'm not going to go against Malaguera.
No, that's right,
yeah. Obviously, my hopes are going to be for this horse in interest there, so, barrier 1. Really, for me, the two standouts were obviously Earthquake and Rubric.
Yep.
Horrible gate, barrier 15, and I don't think the filly can win from there.
Yep.
Rubric was, I thought his run was huge in the prelude. He ran some sizzling sectionals early, and was still there at the end. 10's probably not the worst gate for him.
Yeah.
The horse that's probably drawn the best and the biggest danger for mine is Chivalry.
Yeah.
Drawn really well.
Linker's gone on.
It's going to be right there. But yeah, for mine at the each way quote, especially more a place. Malaguera from the one was a ripping run in the prelude, and I know personally that the horse has come through that race in great order. It was untested to the line.
Never saw daylight, mate.
Yeah, so at odds, I think you can do worse than back at a place.
Absolutely, yeah. The barrier one I think's helped it because he's a speed horse and he'll use the barrier.
That's right.
If he wasn't, it'd be a problem. Yeah, very exciting addition to this race. Really like this race. Lots of speed inside the favourite Rubric with obviously Malaguera and Mojave likely to kick up on the inside from the jump. So Abdallah needs to make a decision here whether he continues to press on or he actually takes a sit. Gerald Ryan's basically said he's going to take a sit, which will be interesting. And there's a lot of speed from the outside with Boomwire, I think, was likely to press on and try and cross. Nostradamus will probably follow Rubric in the run and try and get a card in off the back of him. But I was very taken by the run of Jabali in the prelude, and when he drew barrier 3, I was locked in. I think he can jump quick, and I think he'll take a gun run behind the leaders, maybe 2 pairs back at worst. He's got Damien Oliver on board, and whether you love him or hate him, I reckon he's the best Group 1 jockey going around because he's not scared to win him, and he's not scared to make a mistake. He was first up off a break in the prelude, got within 1 length of Rubric, with Rubric having all the favours. He ran second at his first ever start in the Maribyrnong Trial in the spring, which is the strongest race in the spring. Jabali is now second up for the first time in his career. It's only his 3rd ever race start. He's by Exceed and Excel. I'm sure he's bound to be improved off that first up run. I reckon he's absolutely on the bid at $16 fixed odds each way. I'm all over him. The next one, mate, another good race, the Group 1 Oakley Plate over 1,100 metres, mate. And who do you like in the sprint?
Dave, it's always a big field with plenty of speed on offer, and this year's edition's no different. Minaj, Flies, Lankan Rupee. I don't know if they're going to want to get caught in the speed, but you've also got Brilliant Bisque and Kuroshio that are going to go forward. Lankan Rupee's been going great guns, and if it does take a sit right behind that speed, it's going to be right there. But for mine, I can't go past the win of Noidart. I thought his winning Harila was huge. Showed an amazing turn of foot and just smashed his rivals really. He's drawn 5, and this horse doesn't have to get back like he did at Mornington. He's got tactical speed. You can settle in behind those horses for a 5 and then hopefully just get a split in a straight. And he also he's dropping from the 57 that he carried in the Hariba back to 53 in this race, and he's a horse on the up, so $6.50 is on the bit for mine.
I just can't see how they're going to beat Lincoln Rupee in this race, personally. He's got 1 speed horse inside him, which is Minaj. I just think he's going to be allowed to sit outside the speed and really dictate from the front. His sprint form was frank last week with Snitzelin winning the Group 1 Lightning. He was totally dominant 2 weeks ago at Caulfield. He's trained on the track. He's won at the distance. He's got the best form going into this race. He's likely to run a sub 1 minute 3 second 1100. I just don't know how they're going to catch him if they get too far back. He's on the bit for mine. I'm all over him. The final Group 1 of the day is the Weight for Age Futurity Stakes over 1400 metres, mate. And who do you like in the Futurity?
I'm just going to go a little bit left field here, Dave. Well, it's not really left field, but sizzling for me.
Yep.
I think there's going to be good speed in this race with Moment of Change.
Yep.
And Clear for Action pushing forward. Sizzling at his first start for Waller. And I thought he ran really well first up at the 1200.
Yeah, he did.
Appearance sprinted a lot quicker than him at the 300. But if you watch his last 100 metres, it was really good, and he was sort of taking ground back off. The step up to the 14 is really going to suit him. He's won the size produce and the guineas over this trip. And the $7 on offer is great money for me. I must say best of luck to Wes with Smoking Joey, who is going really good. 1400 is his pet trip.
Yep.
He's just drawn a terrible gate for me in 1, which is a horse that's got to be sort of outside horses. But if he can overcome that, he'll be right there.
Yep. I thought it was a quite interesting race this, with lots of different form lines coming into this. I thought it was a fairly straightforward speed map here, with Moment of Change looking to do the same thing, and he'll be leading. Nolan up the speed last start to take the sprint out of the back markers, and I'm expecting he's likely to do the same this week because he knows his horse is rock hard fit.
He's back.
Yeah, he is back actually. He's doing really well now, so you can jump back on him. But I like Bull Point. I think he'll take the sit off Moment of Change, and I really like 3-year-olds in this race. I think he'll have the last crack at Moment of Change, and a few others in this race are going to get further back. And I just think these two will be off and gone around the turn, and I'm not sure if the back markers will be able to peg back the lead from them. I like the winner Bull Point last start. He may just have come of age, this horse. Watch this replay closely. Damien Oliver didn't even pull the stick on this horse when he ranged up. Allowed him to range up hands and heels, and when he gave him a slap down the side, he went away from that field last start. He's on the bit for mine, Bull Point. Stable news, Lenny. What's your stable news for the week? You've been very busy up in Perth sales, haven't you?
Yeah. I managed to secure a nice Blackfriars colt, Dave. That's going to go to Daniel Morton to train in Perth for some Perth owners. So pretty happy about that. And also, obviously, Malaguera, which was a purchase by Bluegrass. He was 32,000 at the Voda sale. He's running in the $1 million Blue Diamond, and also we've got Longmac having his first start. There was a purchase out of the Melbourne Premier in Adelaide.
Yep.
So that's exciting. We've got 2 horses also trialling 2 Time Thieves tomorrow morning. One's on his first jump out by 8 lengths. So
you've had a busy week.
Yeah,
as I said, Lonmac's running tomorrow, a colt out of, by Lonro out of Eva Webb and Costa del Lago mare. He's running in an open 2-year-old race over 1,000 metres in Adelaide. It's drawn barrier 4, should get a nice run behind the leaders. The favourite in this race, the top weight, is drawn barrier 13, so good luck with that. Happy to be on Lonmac at $8 each way, personally. We did still have a 2.5% share in this horse that came up late. I did get a call before I got here today, Lenny, someone very interested in getting in before Saturday, but if you are interested, that may be still available. You can call me tomorrow. And Shoe Fetish will go around next Thursday again at Bendigo in an open 2-year-old race over 1,100 metres. This is raced by our all-female syndicate, the Dream Girls. There's still shares available in this filly. She's going to have the blinkers on Thursday. They've improved her a lot in her work. And with the race experience, we really do expect her to improve a lot.
That form was franked again.
Oh yes, that's right.
At Metropolitan Sandown.
Yeah, the winner of that Bendigo race 2 weeks ago, she got beat in, won at Sandown on Wednesday. So we did think that race was quite strong, and it's pretty much franked at form. So you can call me on 0416 105 666 if you're interested in either Shoe Fetish or Lonmac. Best on breeding, Lenny. How are you going with that? You've bought 2 for 2 so far.
Well, this is
the
a
pressure
horse
builds up.
I think I've laid it off the bit twice, and it's come back to bite me, and I've made it best on breeding this time. I know a lot of people laid it first up last week, and that's Boban.
Yeah. Boban this week.
Purchased for $100,000 from the 2011 Magic Millions sales at the Gold Coast. He's the son of the US Preakness winner in Bernardini. Boban's the son of the Group 1 winner in Kenbell, who won the Australasian Oaks. So he's a son of 2 Group 1 winners.
Yeah.
So for mine, he's destined for stardom, which he's already achieved.
Yeah, he's done well. Yeah, I like Boban on the week. This weekend, actually. I think he'll improve heaps second up. A couple of value bets. Always try to find a couple of double figure winners, but just looking through the form, I do like race 4, number 4, Bring Something. He was very unlucky first up 2 weeks ago at Caulfield in a strong race. He raced well in the spring in some good 3-year-old races, the Derby and the Stud Stakes. I think he was probably a little bit immature in the spring. He looks down and great to me and well suited in this race. He's currently $6 fixed odds. I think it's a bet to nothing each way, so I'd like to be on him. And in the last, race 9, number 2, Benaria. Well suited here, second up after an excellent run, first up from a spell 2 weeks ago. Another each way special, can't see how she misses a place. She's $4.80 at the moment, so again, I just think it's a bet to nothing each way. So a little bit of value there. Hopefully they'll drift out a bit on the day, but I'll still take the each way odds about those horses. On the bid specials, Lenny, who's your on the bid special this week?
I'm going with Wes's horse.
You're getting hot with these on the bid specials, mate.
This horse has won 3 in a row, so I think he can make it 4.
Yeah?
I think he's really smart. Well, I think he's metro grade anyway, and that's Cold Devices.
Yep.
He's in the last race at Moonee Valley on Friday night.
Okay, yep.
His win at Mornington, which you were there, was just pure arrogance.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I know the horse is improved again.
Yep.
That's what I'm being told. He's got 3 leaders drawn in directly inside him. Wes has always said that the horse goes better with a sit, in his opinion, rather than leading, and he showed that at Mornington the other day. I think he'll get a lovely cart behind them, and his first time at the Valley, but I think he's got enough class to overcome that, and he's on the bit for mine at the $4.80.
Wes won't be happy. You've just told everyone on the bid to back it.
He already got on.
Okay, good. I'm on the bid with Caulfield Race 5, number 1, Fiorente. And if you don't realise yet, this guy is a very, very serious horse, and they just won't beat him at level weights on Saturday at Weight for Age. I think this is a perfect race for him first up, 1800. He's got the blinkers on first up tomorrow. Last campaign, he ran 6 to Atlantic Jewel first up. He didn't have the blinkers. When they put the blinkers on, he won at Moonee Valley. So that's the key to this horse. He just grows a leg with those blinkers. He's only $2.20, but multi him and everything is the best bet of the weekend on the bit. Off the bit lay, Lenny. Who are you laying for the weekend?
Well, Dave, a mare that won very impressively first up last week.
Yep.
And that's Appearance. Race 7, number 10.
Against Boban, obviously.
Horrible, yeah. She's got horrible second up stats.
She has, yeah.
She's won 2 from 5 first up, 3 from 4 third up.
Yep.
Nothing second up. She's backing up. She's had sort of 13, 14 days between runs.
Yep.
Usually horses that don't go good second up, they need a bit more time. Now, I'm not knocking Guy Welder. He's obviously got a preparation in mind and he's got to run it. But they're usually just flat, and for her, she's obviously racing against the males again. It's too much of a damning statistic for mine, and she's off the bid at $2.80.
Well, my off the bid lays have won 2 weeks in a row so far, so I'm not really going very well, but I am adamant this thing cannot win on Saturday. Race 7, number 12, Earthquake in the Diamond. I'm putting it out there right now. She cannot win that Blue Diamond from barrier 15. Guelph drew barrier 12 in this race last year, never got on the track. From barrier 15, I don't know where she's going to get in the run. She can't win from being 3 or 4 wide in this race. It's too strong a race. So I just think she can't win it. She's a big lay for me. I don't want to have her in anything off the bit for mine, and I'm very confident she cannot win. So really pumped, mate. This is one of the best days of racing of the year, especially in the autumn. So we'll be out there on Saturday, and hopefully Malaguera, mate, gets a place or even wins it. Be wrapped for you and Bruno and Wes. So good luck, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers, guys.